We recording? Okay, Shalom, Yasharala. We the real Hebrew Israelites, Tulsa, Oklahoma. Once again out here, letting out the truth with all sincerity. And I want to start off, we're going to head to the east. Call Halal, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Shah Kadash. You know, just like that. And we out here with the spirit and power through Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. And today, man, we about to get on Esau, man. Which, if you don't know by now, Esau Edom is your so-called white man, you know? And, oh yeah, like I said again, we're gonna give double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS, you know, taught us this truth, you know, and just like that, we about to, hey, let it out. We're gonna get on Esau Edom, man, because that's who got us in subjection right now, you know? That's who, you know, is oppressing us. We right here on Black Wall Street, you know, something they done took over and put all their businesses on that used to be, you know, our forefathers, you know, our ancestors. They did this, what was that, 1920 or 1919, the massacre, the Black Wall Street, 1921, yeah. We right here, man, which, I'm about to pull out a precept to further prove what I just backed up, because that's all biblical that they would do that, you know? Because I'm going to go to, what's that, Micah 2:2, which I'm going to pull out this precept to let you know how Esau get down. Because if Esau wants something, and you got good resources and look good, he going to use his blessing, which is that sword. And he going to come and take it.
Take your shit.
Straight take it, man. They take fields, they take all that, which, about to pull it out now, here go Micah 2:2. And they convert fields and take them by violence, and houses, and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. So think about that. Hey, you think about oppressing a man and his own heritage, they stripped us of our whole heritage. You're not black, you're not African American, you're a Hebrew Israelite. You know, that's who you are. They took that whole knowledge from you. You know, so that's how they so oppressive, they'll oppress you in your own heritage. Then I gotta think about it too. Think about Akim, they claim Native American. They took the Native Americans' identity, you know, oppressed them in their heritage to get their, you know, their resources and what they got coming.
Mass genocide at
I come to that, well, when you say they took the Native American, what they did is they killed off the Native American men, and then they took the woman, and they basically married into it, and then when it came time to get those Indian benefits, they were the one that it was their names on the paper instead of the men.
Yeah, they sold tears.
Yeah.
Sold tears. Hey, rape the women. We talking about just married them, man. They just rape Native American women, man. Let's go and keep it 100.
What the true story of Pocahontas?
All that, man. Yeah. So then they call themselves Jewish, calling themselves Jews, and they, you know what I'm saying, red and pale is all outdoors. So we the real Jews. Here your real Jews right here, you know.
Yeah.
So that let you know right there what they do, what Esau do is he oppress you, then he take your identity. You know, that's what they do. You know what I'm saying? That to me, that's how you know how a wicked person is. That's like a serial killer. You know, he kill you, take your ID, and cashing out your money at the bank. That's Esau.
That precept of Cain, where when Cain slew his brother, and then the Most High said, I will make you a fugitive and a vagabond.
That's Esau Edom. Good point. Good point, Ak. That's Esau Edom, man. They're a fugitive. That's why they don't like claim their identity. They claim what? White, Russian, American. They claim anything except Esau, man, because they don't want you to know. They like to say what? Like vocab, Edomites is done away with.
Yeah.
You know one thing I like to say? They don't like to claim their real identity.
Right.
They take your identity.
If all the nations found out there was Esau, everybody would be getting on their bumper. They'd be getting on them.
Getting on them. Hey, which is happening now.
That's why Cain said that punishment was greater than he can bear.
Yeah, because everywhere he goes, he's looked at as a wicked person, you know. He's the borderline of wickedness.
And to let you know that mark that was put on Cain, he stripped Cain of his melanin. That was like the first white person, was Cain. Yeah. And Esau is the reincarnation of Cain. That's why when Esau came out, the first thing he started doing was killing. Yeah. It was already in him.
And he came out with that curse of Cain, that white skin, that leprosy, which was really red skin, and I got that too, actually.
Go ahead and pull that out, Doc.
This is Genesis 25 and 25. And first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold to his heel, and his name was called Jacob. Break that.
Yep. And you see, you get that right there. He said he came out all red. I noticed when so-called white babies are born, when they come out red.
Some of
you
them
know?
hairy too.
Yep.
They
So-
blend in with their skin, so to speak.
Yeah, so they come out red, man. I noticed light-skinned Jake babies come out, you know, when they light-skinned, they come out white. But Esau come out red, you know? And then right there, he said that Jacob grabbed his heel when he's coming out. If you think about it, that's the kingdom of heaven right there, because they ruling right now. Our rulership comes after they rulership, you know? So right there, the Most High was symbolically letting you know how the kingdom's gonna go. They gonna rule, you know what I'm saying? They gonna be in power, and after that comes the kingdom of heaven. Jacob coming after that, you know? That's why he grabbed on his heel. We on their heels right now. We ain't letting off the gas on Esau. So,
and that was the point why they didn't describe Jacob, because he came out regular. He came out with his melanin. He didn't come out with that curse, that leprosy skin like Esau did.
hey, he looked just like his parents, so they had to describe him. He looked just like Isaac and Rebecca. You know what I'm saying? Esau looked different. That's why they described. Plus, Esau was known as what? A cunning hunter.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So he came out killing. That's how you know that was the spirit of Cain right there.
And I got a precept to back that up too, where you say he's a cunning hunter.
Oh yeah,
And
bring
this
that
is,
out. Bring that out. That back that up.
Yeah, this is St. John chapter 8 and verse 44. And they read, "Ye are your father, the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abide not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speak of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it."
Woo! Hey, you hear that? What Esau love to do all the time, all day, every day, especially this media, lie, lie, lie. Lie all the time, lie about everything. That's why you don't know who you are. You think you black, African American, because Esau done lied to you.
That's why they spend so many millions of dollars just to hide the truth. You know, they spend millions of dollars just to indoctrinate us in the school system and so on and so forth.
Kind, like you said on there, that's why, hey, you got to preach up on the bloody man.
Shit, I got precept to back him up on that line first. Real quick.
Back that up, back that up.
This is Psalms 58 and 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They come astray soon as they are born, speaking lies. And that's Esau Edom, speaking lies. As soon as they come out the womb, shit, it was a little video of an Edomite and an Edomite child and her two parents and shit, and she caught a red-handed stealing cookies out of the cookie jar. And the Edomite the little baby was like, "Oh, it was a black man who stole that cookie." I was like,
I see. Probably what, 2-3 years old?
2-3 years old just said that. I'm like, wow, that brought me back to
that's
that
spirit,
precept.
yo.
Man.
And you know, that's a spirit, cause like in her former life, she probably like let a Jake get some, and then like Rosewood,
she
came in and took it, and they wouldn't attack her, man. So she back in that same spirit.
That girl who told on Emmett Till.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? So.
Matter of fact, that's exactly what happened in Wall Street. You ever
Went in the elevator.
In the elevator,
look at it.
He accidentally bumped into her and she screamed rape. But I also heard another story that they was actually sleeping around in a night bar. But you know, the white women used to come
because they desire this brown thing. They want this brown
and
meat.
They used to always mess around in the nighttime. But when it came time for the day, he tried to speak to her, and then she screamed rape. Because she didn't want to be seen out in public at that time. So.
They didn't want to get caught with Jake. But Esau women dream of this brown rod. Yeah. They want this brown rod. That's why every time they secure the bag from their husband, what they go get? A Jake every single time, you know? And when y'all got the priest on the bloody man?
Yeah.
I know you got that.
I got Nahum chapter 3 and verse 1. And it says, "Woe to the bloody city. It is all full of lies and robbery. The prey departed not." So, breaking that down, when he says it's all full of lies and robbery, you got, Christopher Columbus. He came in, he basically robbed the Native Americans. And then you got, Andrew Jackson. Man, we can go on and so forth.
He didn't just rob the Native Americans, he committed mass genocide on them.
Yeah. And then what the invention, the tribe of Israel, we invented everything on here. They can't do nothing without us. Think about Thomas Edison. he invented the light bulb, but in reality, it was the so-called black man that helped him invented it, but Thomas Edison just took credit for it. So when he said, "Roll into the bloody city," it is full of lies. See, right there, Thomas Edison proved that he was a lie. You know what I'm saying? He just took credit for and robbed the so-called black man for their work.
And like I said, like we said, Quebec Fields in Bloody City, where we at right now, we're on the block of Black Wall Street. How they get this? Hey, with the sword, committing mass genocide like they always do.
Bomb the whole thing, man.
Bombing it.
And then they used us to rebuild it.
Man, they got a precept on that bloody man. This is Psalms 5 and 6. Thou shalt destroy them that speak leasing. The Lord will abhor the bloody and deceitful man.
Woo! Abhor the bloody and deceitful man. Like we put out a bank of precepts to show that they the liar, they the deceivers.
They the bloody man.
They the bloody man. They love to kill. They blessing is the sword. So we just brought out a bank of precepts. It's like, I mean, you just do your history. It's Esau, Edom all over it, man. And they still doing it to this day. What you think 9/11 was about? They went over there to the Ishmael and took their poppy fields. You know what I'm saying? So they can sell their drugs. Yeah. You gotta think about, man, this every country, man. They drop nukes on Moab. What's that? Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Drop nukes on them. That's a lot of bloodshed right there.
That HBO docu-series called Chernobyl. You know what I'm saying? That was a so-called accident, but you know the people.
Yeah, it was no accident. Yeah, they was testing stuff, man. Yeah. Dropping that major sword, which is a nuclear, which is it's gonna come down on their head. That's them arrows.
Back in those times, it was atomic bomb. So and that migrated to the nuke.
Yeah, which I got another precept and bring this out. Still getting on Esau, because Esau is also known as the wicked. Which, hey, matter of fact, before I bring that out, hey, hit us with that Malachi 1 and 3.
Malachi 1 and 3.
Because it's going to go with what I'm about to bring out. Bring that Malachi 1 and 3, man. Because, hey, what's going to trip you out? Hey, the Most High said he hate them. Yeah. He said it twice. Old Testament, New Testament. So, hey, Wack Tech Christian can't get around that, you know.
Malachi 1 and 2. I have loved you, saith the Lord. Yea, wherein have they loved us? Was Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Lord? Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau.
Woo! There you go.
And I laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness.
That's it. Keep going. Keep coming on down.
Where Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places, saith the Lord of hosts. They shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom I have indignation forever.
Woo, you hear that? He said he had indignation forever. So that means he gonna hate them forever. He said he called them the border of wickedness. So when you read the word and you hear the word wicked, it's talking about Esau, Edom. You know, that's why I wanted to bring that out, because I'm gonna hit you with Psalms 10 and 4. It said the wicked, through the pride of his continuance, will not seek after God. God is not in all his thoughts. You know, his ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are fair out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them. You know, and that's Esau all day long, man. That's the wicked, man. They full of pride. They puffed up. They think they can't be stopped. They think their sword is just so, you know, magnificent. They military to where, like, they tell you that all the time. They be like, man, America can't be stopped. Ain't nobody gonna invade America.
That prideful spirit, pride go up before destruction.
And that's why the Lord hate them. And this is Romans 9 and 13. And it is written, Jacob have I loved, and Esau have I hated. And that's for them people that said, my Lord power don't hate nobody. He love everybody. The Lord said it 2 times in Malachi and Romans. That's the Old Testament and the New Testament. That he clearly have a nation that he have indignation with forever. That he hates.
Hates, man. And they can't be grafted in this thing, man. I heard people all the time like, oh, they can be grafted in. No. You got to be an Israelite to be grafted in.
That precept where he said, I will have war with Amalek from generation to generation. Is that in Psalms? Is that Psalm?
I can't think of it right now. I can't think of it. But like I said earlier, man, hey, he got indignation for them, man. Ain't no coming and grafting in like all the wickedness of it. You got to think about it. Babylon the Great, America, this is the wickedest kingdom ever erected, man. It's totally adverse to the Most High. You know, it goes against all the laws, statutes, commandments in the Bible. You know, and Esau did that on purpose because they spit in the face of the Most High. You know, they think that, like, they so puffed up with pride, they think they God. You know, they look at us on the bottom, you know what I'm saying? They think, you know, ain't nothing gonna happen. We gonna always have them in derision. We always gonna be on top. You know, this is what the Octus read, that MAGA spirit, man. They think they gonna build back up. But as you witnessing, the Most High is bringing his kingdom to the ground. He crashing it. They dollar is crashing. Their military power is waning. You know, all the nations waking up to who they really are. Everybody waking up to them being Esau, Edom. This truth, this word is destroying them. Like I said, I'll consume them by the spirit of my mouth. That's happening to them right now. They've been exposed. We right here exposing Esau, Edom, you know? That's why they, go ahead.
No, go ahead. This is 2 Thessalonians 2 and 4. Who upholded and exalted himself above that is called God, or that is worship, so that he, as God, sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. And that's Esau, Edom. Shit, claiming that he's the Most High, that the Most High didn't raise him up to do this to us. He said he just got it off his own shit. That prideful spirit. Oh yeah, I raised myself up to do this. What did the Most High say? How can an axe boast? It's the one who's
how can the axe boast against, you know, the word or the person who, you know what I'm saying?
The person who's swinging the axe is the Most High.
Because that's who set him up.
Exactly.
That's who Isaac gave Esau the blessing of the sword.
Exactly.
And the blessing of the, what is it, uttermost parts of the earth. Yep. So your power, your rulership came from Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. And instead of giving praise to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, you spit in his face. And then to be more injury than insult, you put his people in captivity and treated them like pit bulls. You know, treating them like cattle. That's what you did. The northern tribe and the southern tribe, which, hey, I got a precept on that. You know, we're gonna bring that out. Cause that's shame on you. It said that there'll be shame on your glory. And that's the shame on your glory right there. And then we're gonna bring up, what's that? Revelation 13 and 10. And it reads, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. So, hey, like I said, that right there, put it up. It's all documented history that you put our people in slavery, you know, killed us with the sword. You know, the modern day sword is the gun. You know what I'm saying? Used to hang us from trees. They called it what? Strange fruit? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you didn't picking up cotton.
They made a song about it, man. They got a whole racist song about it, man. You can look that up on YouTube.
I heard that's why Kaepernick started kneeling on the what's they called, the Spangled Banner.
Yeah.
The song, the national anthem. Yeah, the national anthem is racist.
Yep.
You know, that's why he started kneeling on that. If you read the whole song,
it was a racist person that written. You know what I'm saying?
So that right there, you know, and he said, the patience of the saints, you know what I'm saying? That's what we waiting on, man. We waiting on the Lord to crush the sword that he blessed his devil with. Exactly. You know, we got to wait deep upon the Lord. You're not going to save yourself. You know, so don't go get your AR or your gun. And like, oh, yeah, I'm about to go out here and you know, I'm going to usher the kingdom of heaven myself. That's not going to work. We wait deep upon the Lord. He gave Esau that sword. He going to take that sword from Esau. You know, that's who set him up. That's who going to take him out. Lord of hosts, baby.
This is Isaiah 14 and 21. It says, prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquities of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities.
Yeah, you peep that. He said prepare slaughter for their children. You know what I'm saying? For the iniquities of their fathers. What did their fathers do? Massacre Black Wall Street. Like I just read earlier, put us in slavery, all that. And I don't want to hear that. Well, I didn't do it. My father did it. You benefited off of it. They still continue that racism to this day, which lets you know they're not done with that. You know,
they destroyed the Southern Kingdom.
Destroyed the Southern Kingdom. You know what I'm saying? Ransacked it. I'm saying even here in Babylon, they ransacked right here on Black Wall Street. You know, so you gonna have to pay for that because you benefited off of that, and you keep it going. You know, you didn't try. What's it? We're supposed to give 40 acres and a mule. Yeah. The truth breakers, liars. They didn't give that to our ancestors.
All the treaties that they did with the Native Americans.
Broke every last one of them, and still taking their land to this day. You know.
With that woe into them, the decree unrighteous decree.
Unrighteous decrees or legislation, everything is against Israel, man. Everything they do is to keep Israel in derision, which they're going to pay for that, man. I don't want to hear everybody talking about, well, I didn't do that, my forefather did. You keeping it going, you still writing, like he just said, I just said, unrighteous decrees, you still making messed up laws, you still locking Jake up like ain't nobody business. Really, they bringing back hangings, man. For a minute, man, when Trump was going hard, Jake was getting hung a lot.
Yeah,
Hungers was getting brought back into play.
That's what they were doing it, man. They were doing it in the middle of those protests and stuff. That's why we don't need to be out here protesting.
Exactly, That's what they
order out of chaos or something like that. So why it's chaotic out here? They sneaking around, picking off Jake
and hanging them.
And see, so those hanging that we had earlier in the year, it was either before or after those protests.
Those rallies, you know what I'm saying? You got to think about it. See, that's why I like Trump. Trump brought their spirit back out to let you know that their racism ain't been wiped clean. They still feel like they forefathers did. And really remember, think about it, man, that Confederate flag, they want you back in slavery, Yasharala.
That's that bloody
That's
man.
to make America great again. It was great when you was in slavery, I had to pay you. And I didn't have to work.
Well, they'll chop your foot off if you ran away and some shit, man.
Or had you in the trees, you didn't picking up cotton to work hard enough.
They'll do that if you didn't make your quota for the day.
Yeah, they want to go back to that.
That's that violent and bloody man.
Violent and bloody man. They want to go back to that, man.
Cut your finger off for learning the ABC.
I got a precept. This is Psalms 55 and 23. But thou, O power, shall bring them down into the pit of destruction. The bloody and deceitful man shall not live out half their days, but I will trust in thee. Yahweh Bashem Yahushua.
I got something to back you up even further. This is Revelation chapter 12 and verse 9. And it said, and the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceived the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels was cast out with him.
Okay, you peep that? And see, when I gotta break that down, man, a lot of people think like, oh, there was a war in heaven and all of that. No, that's talking about what's going down now, man. Heavens represent rulership, you know? And it's talking about that dragon, that old serpent, that wasn't a snake, man. That was a man in the Garden of Eden. You know what I'm saying? And what he presented to our progenitors, Eve and Adam, he presented a false philosophy. Another way to live without Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Because really, if you think about Esau, Edom, they want to live without Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. That's their whole thing. Like, they want to cancel out Yahweh Bashem Yahushua.
But in reality, they need us to help build their kingdom. But they can't do it. You know what I'm saying? What's that precept? You're trying to think about it. You can do nothing against the truth before the truth.
Yeah. But really, we the people of the Most High. That's why they need us,
that's
man.
Why
they
the
not.
truth. That's
you know what I'm saying? We got the spirit.
Yeah.
You know, we the nation builders. That's why they always need us, man. Yeah. And what they try to do is they try to taint you, man, take you back. That's why they like I said, that's that serpent. They go back. That was the first. That's Esau, Edom right there. That's a nation. They've been doing this from the beginning, lying, deceiving. You know what I'm saying? That's why he called him a serpent, because the serpent is subtle. A serpent is sneaky. You know, you don't really see a snake in the grass till it bites you. You know, and they trying to put that. And what they come with, a serpent is what? Poisonous. Esau, he's spitting that poison, man. He wants you to like disregard Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. And like right now, they get one last swipe at us. One last swipe, you know, and that's it for them. You know, that's why they're in a panic now. They know their kingdom is finished.
And then the poison, and when you said when Esau Edom is poison, it's like that poison represent that bogus contract that they be finessing people to sign off on. You know, and then later on, that's like what you said when you don't see that serpent when a snake come up and bite you. That's the same thing where you don't recognize a bad deal until you have to go along through it.
Which I'm gonna pull up that Psalms 140. You know, we're gonna talk about that poison, which the Most High talked about it in the scriptures. When you go to Psalms, this 140:3, they have sharpened their tongues like a serpent. Adder's poison is under their lips. Selah. Keep me, O Lord, from the hands of the wicked. Preserve me from the violent man who have purpose to overthrow my goings. The proud have hid a snare for me in cords. They have spread a net by the wayside. They have set gins for me. Selah. So right there, hey, the Most High just let you know all right there, man. Hey, the proud, they done did snares. You think about it, this new Maxine they got going, that's a snare. That's that poison.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That needle, that's like a fang, man. He want to put that poison in you to stop you from getting the birthright. Because this thing, it's all about the birthright, man. Which y'all got precepts on that? Because Esau sold the birthright for some raw meat. You come with that Hebrews 12 and 16.
Yeah, I got that.
Which one you got on that one?
I was gonna go start.
But like I said, hey, this whole race war thing, all this, tension is about a birthright. See, the elites of Esau Edom know about the word. They know about, the scriptures, man. They know about their forefathers sold their birthright. So everything they do is an effort to get back that birthright, because the birthright represents the kingdom of heaven. That's your right to keep regenerating.
And then just to go into that birthright, here's the story of Jacob and Esau, right? And it said, and Esau said to Jacob, "Feed me, I pray thee, that same red pottage, for I am faint." Therefore was his name called Edom. And Jacob said, "Sell me this day thy birthright." And Esau said, "Behold, I am at the point to die, and what profit shall this bring the birthright do to me?" Right? And I'm gonna stop right there, and then I'm gonna go to St. Mark, right? St. Mark chapter 8. What was it? Chapter 8.
So like he was saying right there, we give you the story about Jacob and Esau, because it started out, hey, Esau sold the birthright for some uncooked meat, because he was hungry. He couldn't wait. He ain't patient. Patience not in him.
I'm gonna grab that Hebrews while you grabbing that. This is Hebrews 12 and 16. Lest there be any fornicator and profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright.
Did you hear that? One morsel of meat sold his birthright for some raw, uncooked meat. And who like they steak raw to this day?
Esau, Edom.
Esau, Edom, the white man. So that's let you know they forefather right there.
That cunning hunter. That when the Lord clearly said you shouldn't don't eat the blood. They like they steak
they
blood.
bloodthirsty, man.
Adverse to the Most High, the real true Antichrist.
The real true Antichrist, like you said, adverse, man. He said don't drink no blood because the life of the creatures in the blood. What do he do? Drink blood.
Eat the blood.
They say they remind me of vampires. That's where vampires came from them, man. They gotta suck the blood of Yasharala to even make it, or any nation to make it, they just...
That's them serpents.
And then they in the sunlight, the sun burns them up, so the sun don't even like them. The Most High don't like them, the sun don't like them. So
the earth don't even like them. It said the earth ain't even yielding the fruit to them.
Yeah,
the earth don't like them.
And then
cancer of the earth.
Go ahead.
No, I just said that cancer of the earth. Go ahead.
And then this is St. Mark chapter 8, and starting in verse 35, and it says, "For whosoever will save his life shall lose it, but whosoever shall lose his life for my sake and the gospel, the same shall save it. For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul?" And you going back to Genesis chapter 25, when Esau sold his birthright, he sold his soul along with it. So that's why when you really break it down to them, that like Esau don't have a soul. So that's why they come out speaking lies.
They ain't got the spirit of Yahweh Bashmi outside.
They ain't got the spirit no more. When they sold their birthright, that's what it said. So and just like the Oxford said, when he sold his meat, sold his birthright for one morsel of meat, which is nothing, you can get that without even selling your birthright. So that's why when you go to Mark chapter,
Esau don't lack no necessary skills to please Yahweh Bashmi outside. When he did that showed a lack of patience, a lack of faith. Because Esau Edom doesn't have faith in Yahweh Bashmi outside.
And that's why Yahweh asked the question in 37. He said, "Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul?"
You know what I'm saying? Nothing. So that's your first sellout if you really want to go into and think about it. Esau Edom sold out for a piece of uncooked meat, from our forefathers, See, our forefather had the faith, wisdom, and knowledge, understanding to know their birthright was important. Esau don't take nothing important, man. They straight carnal, straight materialistic. And I noticed the 2/3, y'all take on that same mentality. That's why y'all gonna be rejected by Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Well, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua wants you to come back to him. He wants you to have that faith. You're supposed to have the spirit. You're supposed to be walking after the law, such commandments, you know? Because that's how you show love to your power. And I noticed 2/3, they real carnal, always thinking about money, for the love of money. That's all Esau think about is money, you know?
All the desires, everything on the earth, the fatness of the earth.
Feeding his belly.
Yeah.
That's all he care about, you know? That's the only thing that matter to Esau is feeding his belly, man. They don't care about killing, because they the bloody man. It doesn't matter to them, you know? They just lack love and empathy, man. They only care about their fellow serpents. Really, they don't really too much care about them either. They call them poor white trash. They about to be lumped in with us and get the wrath that, you know, whatever they gonna throw down, you know?
Going into that serpent, I got a precept. This is Jeremiah 8:17. For behold, I will send serpents and cockatrices among you, which will not be charmed, and they shall bite you, saith the Lord. And that's Esau Edom to this day. All these snares and traps and the venom, like all his unrighteous decrees, his laws and stuff, that's that poison that the Lord is sending up on it. Then he is known as the sword itself. So shit, that poison is actually the sword too. It coming to slay you. That's what the poison do. The poison kills you.
And that's why the people out here is mourning as well too. You know, that's how you can also tell who's in rulership. And I got a precept to back that up, which is Proverbs chapter 29 and verse 2. And it says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bears rule, the people mourn. So that's proven right now. See, we got this COVID thing going on. We got people that losing their houses, they're getting evicted.
Mm-hmm.
So that's symbolic. That's symbolically that's proving to you that the people is out here mourning. You're gonna have a lot of people out here on the street. So that's how you know that Esau Edom is ruling his kingdom right now.
Mm-hmm. And then like what he just said, that show you who the true niggas is, the true niggards.
Yeah.
Because you go into the word niggard, that's like a person that's a miser that hoards all the resources. And like you think about it too, you got all these rich billionaires, they got enough money to pay people's rent. Like they got enough for everybody to live plentiful. Ain't nobody be no suffering, no hunger out here. There should be no hunger in America at all, you know? But they so selfish and greedy, like I said earlier, the love of money. The billionaires get the money and they hoard it. They'll get the money and they might let, like, you know, a couple mil trickle down or whatnot, and that right there, they gonna break their own economy.
That goes in what?
The money gotta circulate. They don't let the money circulate. They get it and they hoard it. We got the most billionaires ever in the history of America right now. And you shouldn't have all them, but that's a false balance.
Yeah, there
you know?
You go. I got a precept to back you up with that. This is Proverbs 11 and 1. A false balance is an abomination to the Lord, but a just weight is his delight.
Yep. See, Esau Edom is so greedy, he puts everything out of whack. He makes the balances off because he just hoards everything up. And he snaps everything up like, you know, like a pig. Probably why they like to eat pigs so much, man. They just like a goddamn hog, you know. They hoard everything, want to eat everything. They abominable, they nasty. To me, they like their favorite food, the pork, man. That's why.
They always crying and squealing.
Squealing. Dude, you grab put something on, they get the squealing and crying. I didn't do that, and we did this.
Even their flesh is pink and red.
Hey, they look just like, just like a swine or a pig, man. You ain't lying. Look just like one.
You said touch not the unclean thing. That's why you can't touch nothing from Esau, man. That's just like the pork.
Don't bring that meat to them well cooked. They gonna have a fit with you.
Yeah,
they not be medium well.
Yeah, which, all right, I'm gonna bring out another precept, cause hey, this y'all just be patient, man. This ain't gonna last forever, you know. They on their downswing right now, you know. Everything is going kablooey, you know, cause they trying to set up a snare to trap up the remnant, you know, the believers, which is us, but really it's gonna backfire on them, man. I got a precept, and we're gonna go. This is Ezekiel 25 and 13. And it reads, therefore, thus said the Lord Yahweh, I will also stretch out my hand upon Edom and cut off man and beast from it. I will make it desolate from Teman, and they of Dedan shall fall by the sword. I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel. And they shall do in Edom according to my anger and according to my fury. And they shall know my vengeance, said the Lord Yahweh. You know? So that right there let you know, hey, in a minute, hey, like you put the Isaiah 59:19, in a minute, man, the Most High gonna let out his spirit and let out his power because he want to make his name known. What happened to Pharaoh in Egypt, that's what to happen again on a way bigger scale. You know, Esau Edom about to get upset, man. He about to get took out of rulership, you know. And who gonna do that? It's gonna be Yahweh Basham Yahushua through his people, you know.
Through the hands of Yasharallah.
Through the hands of Yasharallah, man. And we gotta wait thee upon the Lord. You shouldn't be out getting your AR-15, you know, like the NFAC. We're not gonna avenge ourselves. We gotta wait thee upon the Lord. He gonna let that power out, and once we get that power, then we're gonna exact our revenge.
That's when that standard get lifted.
For the standard, you know.
And to back you up, and it says Isaiah 59 and verse 19.
My favorite precept, bring that out.
So shall there fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him.
Woo! Hey, you see that? Lift up a standard against him. So these devils about to get upsetted, man. He said, from the rising of the sun. Who is that sun? That sun is Yahushua. That's who blessed him with that sword. That's who gonna take that sword away from him. You know?
And they said they're gonna come in like a flood. That's an overwhelming spirit. Then Trump said he's gonna use the military to implement the vaccine. They're gonna use the military to implement the vaccine. They're gonna do the same thing with the RFID microchip, which is the mark of the beast.
And Biden said it on his first 100 days in office. That's what he's gonna do. He's gonna come in like a flood, just force everybody to get that vaccine.
Coming in like a flood, man, with them troops. And you got to think about Star Wars. When they had their military, what was they called? Stormtroopers. Stormtroopers. They go into that flood, man. I'm looking like, man, so that means that let you know this devil done read the Bible before he wrote these movies.
Yeah, God.
He knew a little something. They call stormtroopers. So these stormtroopers about to come in again, you know, and try to make you take this vaccine. That's what we going on right now.
And that's why it's more proof of why we such a fan to that, because this book right here it was the way of our life right here. And you notice that we see little subliminal messages in the movie, and then we hip to it. It's because we naturally gravitate to these words.
You know, they let you know,
thinking about it.
Esau, everything he done did, he used off the word. You think about Godzilla, that's Leviathan, the Moabites, everything, all your great moves and stories came right out this book.
That's why I said earlier, they need us. Like they you can't do nothing against the truth, but for the truth. Because we the truth.
Off the back of us, off the back of Yasharallah. I'll store the Matrix. The Matrix, that's straight this. Ain't nothing but the word, you know what I'm saying? And then you think about Star Wars, the little Confederate, the governments and all that, legacy, that's what we dealing with right now.
Yeah.
You know? Which, I got another precept where we had to back up, you know what I'm saying? What I just said, say we got to wait thee upon the Lord, you know? And here we go, we got Psalms 37 and 34, it says, wait on the Lord and keep his way, which they keep that law, and he shall exalt thee and inherit the land. When the wicked are cut off, thou shalt see it. And it says, I have seen the wicked in great power, spreading himself like a green bay tree.
I got something to back you up. Go ahead and break it down.
You gonna do the breakdown on that? You gonna do the breakdown?
So I could do it. Read it again.
Should read this again. It says, wait on the Lord and keep his way, and he shall exalt thee to inherit the land.
Yeah, that means right there, shit, we ain't getting no AK-47. We ain't stockpiling guns and ammo to fight these damn devils when they roll in on us. You gonna read on out?
Yep. And it says, when the wicked are cut off, thou shalt see it.
Yeah, when the wicked are cut off, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, he gonna exalt us. And when they exalt us, the wicked gonna be like, God damn, the Lord is exalting Israel, Yasharallah.
I have seen the wicked in great power and spreading itself like a green bay tree.
Yeah, just like where we at today. Shit, Esau Edom rules the world, like it says in Job. He's in great power. He's the legislator, the judges, the police. He's the president, all that. He rules everything. He rules the whole world.
In rulership, writing history, writing laws.
Exactly.
You know,
the unrighteous decrees, them laws, everything.
Which that goes to Job 9 and 24. If you want to check it.
He the reason why we eat these fucked up foods.
Yeah, he in charge of the food.
He the reason why fluoride's in the water.
The people mourn.
Clothing. Cause we ain't even wearing the right garments. Just say don't mix garments.
He the reason why Jake over here wearing skinny jeans with a fucking with a 40 cal poking out this big like with a pink hoodie and half his hair blind and the other half pink with a rainbow grill on and some shit.
With some Jordans on.
One foot got a Jordan in, one foot got a Timberland in on some mismatch shit or some shit, man.
Hey, face doodled up, tatted up.
Man.
Hey, neon green on one side, hot red on the other side, man. But he gangster though.
Yeah.
He hood though.
With his pants sagging off his ass with some skinny jeans.
Ah. You ain't lying, man.
Two 40 cals in his pocket and shit poking out.
Like, man, I see that gun, man. You ain't hiding nothing.
Cause Esau runs the music industry. Esau runs the entertainment industry. You know,
So
they run everything, all
these-
aspects of life.
All these fads people following after, you really following after Esau wearing them tight ass jeans. And you see you got tight ass jeans, you can see you got 35 cents, you got a quarter and a dime in your pocket, your goddamn jeans so tight, man. Come on now.
Like, hey, don't wear women's apparel.
Man,
You
that's
think
good.
about, they just switched
That's
everything up, man.
Yeah,
They
that's
got,
what it is.
They
got-
made the woman masculine and the man feminine.
man, right there, man. Changing and making everything upside down. What you wanted to put earlier, making bitter for sweet, sweet for bitter.
Isaiah
Switching
5 and
everything
20,
up,
yeah.
man. And that's Esau, man, because Babylon going to confusion. They the author of confusion. They the author of all
I
lies,
got
you
a
know.
precept about that, switching everything up too. This is Ecclesiastes 10:7. 10:7. It says, I have seen servants upon horses. That's Esau Edom. He's switching everything up. Esau Edom is a natural born slave, man. We supposed to be ruling over him, but he's on horses. That means he's in power. He's a rulership. Reading on. And princes walketh as servants upon the earth. And that's Israel in his whole, the northern and the southern kingdom. We on the ground walking behind Esau while he got chains on both of us sitting on the horse.
And
Y'all.
that go back
Whenever
to...
we the rulers.
My bad. That go back to what Isaac was talking about with Esau when he was saying that you basically Jacob received that blessing and you as his big brother you should be serving your big brother. You know, they go back to that.
Yeah.
And then
And he served us the wrong way. We supposed to be serving us as slaves. He served the hell out of us with that sword, killing the hell out of us.
Putting us in hard bondage, treating us like cattle, put us in hard slavery, man.
He's serving us with that sword.
and I got that precept you mentioned earlier, and this is Isaiah 5:20, and it said, "Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter."
That's Esau right there, man. He changes everything and rearranges everything because he feel like he can do a better job than the Most High. He feel like he can do a better job than Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And really, man, that's why everything messed up. He in rulership and he all twisted up.
He said, woe unto them. And what is woe? That's destruction.
Right? And
Yeah, which goes to that Isaiah, what'd you bring out, 14:21. That's why he said prepare slaughter for their children. Hey, the Most High, hey, he got indignation for them, man. He about to, hey,
Indignation, a righteous anger, a righteous judgment.
man, hey, and he about to pour it out on their butts, man, like no other.
I got another one in Luke 19 verse 27, and it says, "But those my enemies, which would not should I reign over them, bring hither and slay them before me."
Yep, so that goes into that slaughter right there. He said, bring them hither. That's going to be Yasharallah, which, the point I was going to make. Yasharallah, that goes in the prince of the power. Yasharallah, we the princes of the power. You know what I'm saying? Princes of the power, that's us right there. We supposed to be in rulership.
The sons
We are
of
the
the Most
people.
High.
Sons of the Most High. We are his people. You know, we supposed to be in rulership. Which he going to set us up. We going to be exalted, you know. He just letting them, you know, do their little reign so we can see what a wicked kingdom look like. Because if the Esau keep ruling, the whole world gonna be destroyed.
He said, it should be no flesh saved.
No flesh saved, man. Because you see, he all against anything that's righteous. And because of that, everything is out of order and everything out of whack. So the Most High, in his infinite wisdom, he gonna take them out of rulership and set us back up where we supposed to be at, you know? And that's so the world can flourish. Because we know how to rule. You know, the elect of Israel. You know, you can't say the 2/3. They just as whacked off and messed up as Esau. But the hopeful elect, we getting back to this, we gonna know how to rule. Everything's gonna be in its proper order. Everything's gonna be back, you know, in its most beautiful, magnificent state. You know, the earth will yield its fruit to us, not to Esau. That's why Esau gotta go.
Esau,
you know?
Edom don't even do land Sabbath. Sabbath. You're supposed to till the land and give the land a rest for a year.
See, they don't do that. They don't get nothing to rest, man. They don't do nothing right. Oh, bring up your Isaiah 3:12. They like children.
Oh, yeah.
Esau like a child, man. They don't know what to do, man. They like, you can look at Trump. Trump like a big old 7-year-old on the stand. You know what I'm saying? And that's all Edomites. They all act like children, man. They don't act grown. They not matured, you know? They all just doing messed up stuff.
Isaiah 3:12. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which leadeth thee causes thee to err, and destroy the way of thy paths.
Man, so right there he just said, hey, children are your oppressors. So Esau eating the child, he ruling the world. We got a child ruling the world right now. And then you wonder why the world is so messed up right now.
Shit, the white man's ruling it. That's why it's messed up.
There you go, man. He a child. Then Esau so messed up like he did in the garden. Esau go get the woman Eve and he put her over you. So you go further at the bottom, you know? So you got Esau ruling over you, then you got Eve ruling over you. So you way at the bottom, man. You can't do nothing, man. He done try to make you straight powerless. Yeah. And that's where Esau wants you at. That's why he always give Eve benefits. She gets Section 8 food stamps, and she kick the man out. Because Esau know who got the rulership. It's the man, you know?
Taking away the patriarchy and making it into a matriarchy.
Exactly, man. That's his way of standing rulership. That's his way of trying to keep the birthright. Because he knows if the man, Yasharallah, gets exalted, he's finished. Because we are adverse to each other, man. Like, we not going to be coexisting each other. Ain't going to be no equality once we get our kingdom.
I got a precept to back you up on that. And this is Matthew chapter 7 and verse 19. It said, every tree that brings not forth good fruit is hewn down and cast into the fire. And then go back up even further to verse 8, verse 18, I believe. No, this is verse 17. It says, even so, every good tree brings forth good fruit, but a corrupt tree brings forth evil fruit. So that's going to what the Akka was just saying. Like, everything that they know is not good for us.
You can do that on many folds, because that's going into Esau, Edom. He don't got no, all he bring forth is abominations. He don't bring forth good fruit. Then the false prophets, they bring forth, fucked up fruit, leading the people astray.
Like you brought up that Isaiah 3 and 12, where they say your leaders make you err. You know what I'm saying? That's these Christian pastors. That's all these idols they done put up. Yo Jordans and Jay-Z's. They lead y'all in the straight darkness. This kingdom is full of straight darkness. Ain't no light in it. And ain't no true wisdom in this place.
And they get their orders and they get their pay from Esau Edom.
Esau Edom, man. He runs the entertainment industry. He runs all facets of life. That's why everything is all messed up and out of whack. Because Esau's in rulership, you know? And the most, like I said earlier, the Most High, his time is set. Which I might go into Job, say his boundaries is set. He can't go beyond them. Their kingdom is coming to an end, you know? The Most High is about to exalt his people.
Yeah, they ain't gonna rule not 1 second, day, minute, hour, millisecond past the time the Most High put that limitation on them. So they, like the brother used this analogy in Birmingham, Alabama. He said the end is waiting for you. It's like you approaching the dead end looking at you, waiting on you to get here. And that's the thing. That's Esau Edom.
So, hey, we at the end, Yasharallah. We at the end of this thing, you know. All we gotta do is keep the faith, get back to the law, statutes, commandments, you know. That's how you come up out of her. And don't subscribe to what Esau Edom is giving you. Right now, he giving you his poison, his Maxine, you know, which is full of all kind of abominations. People taking that Maxine falling out. You know, they still trying to push it. You know what I'm saying? If you think about a needle, that's that fang. You know, a needle is designed just like a snake's fang, man. So he trying to give you that needle, his fang, and pump you full of that poison so he can try to throw you off. Because he know he at the end of his run. So he got to come up with something to kind of, you know, kill us off like they always do. Because he in his mind, he think if I kill them all off, who Yahshua gonna come back for? And to prove they know Yahshua coming back, they got what? The Space Force? Yeah. So they know he coming. They gonna try to fight him. Because they dumb like that. They so full of pride, they think they can beat the entity that made it and created them. That's how dumb they are.
And NASA ain't just for you to look at the stars and see the galaxy. NASA is really there to peep out Yahweh Bashim Yahshua and see where he at. In the chariots.
Con. That's what we doing. When are y'all gonna get that Job? That's what I'm looking to do.
Job 10 and 22.
Is it?
Yeah, that means you might be talking about Job 10 and 22, where it says, a land of darkness as darkness itself, and of the shadow of death without any order, and where the light is as darkness.
Yeah, I mean, that one I'm looking for, but that's a good one to bring out, though. Because like you said, where light is darkness. Let's show these institutions, college educations, like all of Esau's wisdom is darkness. It's really foolishness. It's folly. You know, and that's why it'll set you up, and like everything is messed up right there, man. And you called it, what did you say? You said go back to read that. The valley. What did you say? The valley, the shadow of death. That's a Babylon, man.
America, Babylon the Great, as it says in Revelations.
Yeah, so that right there let you know, like, this whole place is set up for death. This whole kingdom is set around death.
That's why they keep trying to kind of push that vaccine on you, you know?
That's gonna lead to your death.
To their death too, the shadow of death.
Trying to get that Job that say he would not go past his bounds, like his kingdom is set.
I know what you're talking about. I forgot what that said.
Like, nah, that ain't the one where he said nah, that ain't it. Wickedness.
But yeah, Esau Edom is coming to his end, man. We at the last leg of this thing right here, man. We just gotta keep pushing it and do it to the end. Pray the Most High don't take the spirit off of us to where we'll be reprobated and fall back into this world, man. We gotta keep pushing and keep staying strong. Esau Edom is that child, man. He gonna keep doing childish moves, keep doing dumb things. They say, the argument's ready. They say he took the wisdom out of teaming. Like, these people is not smart. Everything they doing is what they doing is fulfilling scriptures and prophecies.
Everything they doing exactly what he said they was gonna do, man. That's why we know what Esau gonna do. We got his every move because the Most High told you what he gonna do. Because he put on the spirit to do that. And he can't do nothing else but what the Most High set out for him to do. Because the goings of man are of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua.
Yeah. People think that the spiritual being Satan is against Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, but no, it says in the scripture the spiritual being Satan is the son of the Most High. He can't do nothing until Yahweh tell him what to do.
Yeah.
He not going rogue, running the 52 fake out on the Most High. Nah, because that's not a balance. The Lord created evil angels and righteous angels to do His bidding. And shit, He used Esau Edom to do the wicked.
Exactly. See, I'm glad I got it. Now I got what I was looking for. This is Job 14:5. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass.
Which means it's a certain time that Esau Edom's rulership is going to end, and we at the end of that right now. We got to push forward. Like, we know it's going to be birth pains to this. You know, it's going to be Jacob's trouble, the hour of temptation, all kind of madness and hell is about to break loose. He's going to try us like gold is tried and silver is refined in the fire. So to prove that we're true Yasharala, princes of the power, you know, we can handle this. That we gonna be a good, righteous rulers and judges on this earth when he come.
Man, who the only people that make something out of nothing? I mean, that's us. We the salt of the earth.
Yeah, and it said endure to the end.
Yeah.
That's right there. Like that sums up. You got to endure to the end. You can't fall down at the finish line or shoot, Esau comes to the military, I give it up, you know. Or I'm going to take the mark of the beast.
I'm about to get a water break right before I cross this finish line.
Or man, this is too hard for me. I'm going to take the chip. My baby crying, she hungry, you know. My baby crying, you know. So we got to hold tight, man, because the Lord is going to lift up a standard against these devils, man. Which the devil goes into Esau Edom, a.k.a. your white man. You know, he's the wicked that the Bible speaks of. You got to get that through your head, too. This Christianity got you all in love with your enemy, thinking, you know what I'm saying, Esau enemy is good for you, and thinking everything is all cool. We all going to come together, sing Kumbaya when Yahushua come back, you know, it's Jesus Christ, and that's just not in harmony with the scriptures. That's not what's written. He hate them. He said it, you know. And like I say, y'all got anything to cover, man? We probably close out with that right there. And head to the east, and I'm gonna say, hey, call halal, Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushua, by Hashem, Shakadash. You know, DTA, a ball, and see you again, Yasharala. Hey, get right.
Wow, Yasharala.